guys, this is Trolltastic Tiffie from Shoutout World's ShoutCast, and this is my first video. And I know it's really long overdue, seeing as I've been promising a video or some sort of podcast or some sort of video game upload podcast of some sort. And I did one that I called TiffieTalks on Twitch, but I didn't realize that Twitch deletes your videos after so many days if you don't have the actual membership. So I'm going to have to fix that and upload them to YouTube. But right now my YouTube channel is very lonely. It only has 2 videos, I think, from an audition I did as Harley Quinn. You should go check it out. But with that aside, we're going to start doing more videos because my fiance and I recently got, you can't really see, it's a softbox light to project light onto our beautiful faces. And as you can see, I have my Harley Quinn hammer, which I'm going to lovingly set down. Ooh. That was a prop I made for my Harley Quinn cosplay. Because today, as I've promised with a lot of my videos, I'm going to talk about a costume I ordered. And this costume review is very overdue because I got it back before Halloween, but it's one I've always wanted to do. And it's from Ruby's Costume Company, which, if no one knows, if you've been in a Party City or Spirit Halloween, you know Ruby's Costume Company costumes. And they've gotten a bad reputation for being not so good quality and sometimes being overpriced. Like, I think I got one time that was about $55. It was a Riddler, and I still have it somewhere. And the hat was good. Had like a little tie thing, and the gloves were great. And the top was kind of like a faux corset. Didn't have any boning, and it was really good. But the skirt was absolute. Not even gonna discuss it. But you can tell they tried. But for getting costume store costumes, you're not going to get the best quality for your money. But I was really surprised. This is their Secret Wishes Freddy Krueger cosplay or costume, and I was extremely surprised. I found it on Amazon, and it is Ruby's Costume Company. First off, on the sweater, show it is officially licensed. Found the Ruby's tag. If you can see that. There's the Ruby's tag. Let me put the hat down here. And it comes with a sweater. And it's supposed to be a sexy ladies costume. And it's got a few tears. They're supposed to be on your belly button region. And it's supposed to be off the shoulder. And it's very short, as you can see. But this is a lucky find because I normally wear a medium. And the small was on sale. I only paid $17 for the whole thing. And it's normally like $55. So I've had my eye on this for years. And I thought with it being that cheap and Halloween coming up, I might as well give it a try. $15 drop in the hat compared to most costumes. But I am so surprised with this that I even messaged Ruby's Costume Company on Facebook and said, if I do a review, I'm going to have to tag you in it because I'm so impressed with this costume. But the sweater, if you can see in the camera, it's actually a knit stretchy sweater. Let me show the holes. The holes are not as big as I thought thought they were. I had to tear them a little bit, but it's got the fringe on the bottom. And it's supposed to be a dress, but since I had to get a small, I wear it as more of a top, and I just wear some brown pants with it. And if I don't want my actual skin showing, I just wear a nude colored body shaper, but the slits are not big enough to actually tell the difference unless you want your belly button showing. But it's really cozy. I don't know if you can see. It's actually kind of thick, but that's the sweater. That's not the only part I was impressed with. Here's the hat. Comes with the sweater, the hat, and the glove, which I'm getting to it last. I cut the tag off the hat because it was a little obtrusive. You could see it. And most costume hats, when you order, they're like this weird, like a very thin plastic, and they're not even a hat at all. They're just cheap plastic with like a little bit of what feels like felt overlaid it. This is an actual hat. Like, I am so surprised with it. Of course, when I got it in the mail, it was really, really banged up because the mail carriers aren't too careful with most things these days. But it's okay because it's a Freddy Krueger hat. It's not supposed to look perfect. But I'm really impressed. It's got the dip. I probably wasn't holding that on the camera. And see, it's got a few, it's made out of plastic, but it's still like a solid, thick hat. So I'm very impressed with it. And you can see it. I have my pigtails in, but you can see it actually fits my head. And I'll have some pictures probably behind this voiceover to show that my friend took of me in my Freddy Krueger outfit, because I really wanted to try the makeup too. That's another thing. Let me take my fingers out of my thumb holes to show you the best part. The best part of this costume, by far, is, if it'll cooperate, this right here. This is the Freddy Krueger glove that came with the costume. About $15 to $17, and I got the sweater, hat, and I thought this would be the cheapest glove they have. And of course, it's really big on my little bitty hand, and you can see where these top plastic parts are supposed to be where your fingers overlap, but you can see the material. I don't have fingers quite as big, so this one tends to get stuck and this one tends to be really floppy. But other than that, this is like a faux leather. It has little rivets. The metal looks really nice. This is just such a nice prop for a cheap costume. So I am extremely impressed because I've seen a lot of people complain about the quality of most Freddy Krueger gloves, and the ones that you get for about roughly $10. I think this is one of them, but it's actually really nice. So for the price I would have paid for the glove itself, I got this, the hat, and the sweater. But that's not the only costume I'm here to review. I don't know who all's been following my Facebook so far, but this video will be going up on YouTube and my Facebook, Trolltastic Tiffie. And I've been posting about a lovely cosplay that I'm receiving, which actually shipped out day before yesterday. Yes, I'm going to cosplay as the Peachy Princess herself. There's actually another review I'm throwing in here. My cosplay is coming from Mike Costumes, spelled like M-I-C Costumes, and it looked like really good quality, and it's supposed to come with the earrings, the crown, not the petticoat, the hoop skirt, the dress, everything, and it's kind of like a mix between her brawl and her original dress. I'll have to put up some pictures or show you, but it'll probably be in next week, so I'm going to do a review of it. But just in case I didn't like the crown, I went ahead and ordered the officially licensed, I think it's by Disguise, which I think is still Ruby's, Princess Peach kit. And it comes with, and I got this off Amazon too, comes with the crown, and as you can see, or if you can see, it's very nice, like thick crown, everything's put in nicely. It's got that little bit of lettering in the back, but it'll be in the front. But if you look really closely, I'm trying to see, it's a very thin headband and it's just tied on. And the issue I have with the crown, the only issue I have is that it looks really good on my head, but as you can see, it's very heavy. Like, it's really good, quality. It's just very heavy and too heavy for the headband. So what I'll probably do is like work it into my hair. Excuse my roots. You see how I can like fish it into my hair? Because it has little teeth on the headband, but it's not doing too much good. But I'll figure it out, or I'll use the crown that comes with my cosplay, because it's supposed to be coming with one that looks like it's made out of like a faux leather, and it's about yay big, I think, and it actually has clips. But that kit came with the crown and some gloves. I'm not going to put them on, but they're pretty good quality gloves. They're white arm length gloves, but they're a little short on me. They like to roll down because they come up to about my elbow and then they just start rolling down. But for the purpose of being backup gloves, because my dress is coming with the gloves, they're going to be very useful as backups. And this material right here is a little thicker than the rest, and maybe I could find a way to make them stay up. Now, the kit with the crown and the gloves also came with a little brooch that she has on her chest, and I put it on a hat so you can see the brooch. It looks just like the ones on the crown, so I'm really happy about that. And it's got, I don't know if you can really see, it's got like a little thing in there so you can sew it or clip it onto something. I put it on this pink hat because, one, I've had this hat forever and I need another reason to wear it. Just plain hat I've had since 6th grade. And also I threw together a casual like plumber peach outfit, and I didn't want to go buy another pink hat and go through making a jewel, so I just went ahead and just put the brooch on here. And it serves its purpose. It's big, it's really bright. It reflects light. You can't, well, yeah, you can see like the reflection of the camera or the screen in it. So it's very, very nice quality. But that's it for the costume reviews. Another thing that I've been absolutely crazy about lately, this right here. I got Pokemon Sun. The fiance got Pokemon Moon because we saw the version exclusives, and I didn't really care which legendary I got, but he saw where Moon had, I think, Beldum and Metang and Metagross, and this one clearly has Trapinch and Vibrava and Flygon. And if anyone knows me, Flygon is my absolute favorite Pokemon ever, and probably my win button. One of our friends gets really mad whenever I pull my Flygon out on X and Y because he's really overpowered and has high affinity. But if no one has played these yet, I don't want to spoil anything, but I will show off my team really quick. And shout out to Akio Boy. Oop. Ramoji. Well, it's not Ramoji, but I got that from him. But this is my pink 3DS. And there is my character. And I know this is mild spoilers, but I won't tell how if you can see. Well, you can't really focus too well. But she's wearing the Team Skull tank top. But I'll try to show you. Well, actually, let me pull these up. My team at the moment, I finished the main story, I finished the post game, but I haven't leveled up and gone through up to the battle tree, and that's not really a big spoiler. It was in the trailer. But my team at the moment is Titanol, and I'm desperately trying to evolve him, but I'm really happy to have it. And then I have Tapu Koko, which I caught and absolutely love. It's just his defense and special defense, as you can probably see, not that great, and his nature has raised special attack, lower defense from what I can see, so that's kind of a bad nature, I think, on him. This right here, though, my Serena. I'm upset that I'm going to have to get another one because she doesn't have the Queenly Majesty ability. And for anyone who doesn't know yet, Serena can have this ability called Queenly Majesty or Queen's Majesty, where priority attacks just don't happen. So I'm not a competitive battler by any means, but your Talonflame that I hear so much about with Quick Attack and what else is priority move? Quick Attack and Shadow Sneak, a priority move. Shows how much I know. I've been playing Pokemon for years, but I don't get in the competitive scene. But they just don't happen. Aqua Jet is a priority move. They don't happen. Or if it has an ability that makes certain moves priority moves, I think that's something. Doesn't happen if she has a Queenly Majesty, but she just has Leaf Guard. But she is a beast. Like, you can see the HP, the attack, the defense. She has raised defense and lowered special attack. So I have a really good stat equation as far as I know about stats on her, but wrong ability. So I'll either get another one and hope it's got the same nature and the ability, or I'll go to what was it? The Battle Royale? Battle Royal. They don't spell it Royale. And I heard if you get enough BP, you can change the ability or get an item that changes the ability. So that'll be helpful. After that, I started with Poplio, and I got a Primarina. I had to reset like 4 times to get a female, and not being sexist, if it's a male Primarina, I wouldn't have cared, but I would have preferred to have had a female, just because I named her Debella after a goddess off the Elder Scrolls. If you know what I mean, let me know. My Salazzle, which, if this is not a spoiler, this is something everyone needs to know. Male Salandit do not evolve. I worked so hard to get a Salandit and get like a good leveled one, a good natured one, and I got him so high level, like not crazy, but high at the moment where I was in the story. Didn't evolve till I found out female only. But now that I have a Salazzle, this thing is a monster, because that ability, Corrosion, can poison types, steel types, anything. And just look at that special attack and that attack. Like, she is a sweeper. Just straight up sweeper. Wonderful. Now this thing, this lovely creature, if you can see Toxpex, it has this move, you can't really, right there, called Baneful Bunker, where it's like your standard protect, but if you hit it, you get poisoned. Oh, didn't mean to turn the volume up that loud. Fun thing about that, its ability, Merciless, that it can have. If your opponent is poisoned, then all of its attacks are critical hits. Now I want you to look at the attack and special attack, not too crazy, but imagine doing Baneful Bunker and then doing a critical hit Venus Shock, because Venus Shock gets added power if the target's poisoned. I think it doubles, and then you get a critical hit. This thing's a monster. And plus, it's hard to get its pre-evolve form Marini, because you have to, if you know what an SOS battle is, that's when it can call for help. Well, you have to find a Corsola by fishing, which is only like a 5 or 10% chance while fishing. Get the Corsola to call for help, not call another Corsola, but call a Marini, which is its pre-evolution, and then evolve it. And you may not get one with Merciless. My first try, I got a female with the race special defense, lowered attack, and Merciless. So you can tell I'm repping the poison types. And that's my team so far. I just want to show that off. I have all the Ultra Beasts. That was a really fun thing. And I've really enjoyed Pokemon Sun. It's had a lot of throwbacks, had a lot of fun surprises. My favorite part ever is pretty much Team Skull, and I was going to show you my bandana I made. They have little bandanas with the teeth. I'm planning on for Comic-Con, cosplaying as a Team Skull grunt, trying to convince the fiance to go as Guzma, Team Skull boss. If he doesn't, it'll be okay. It'll be a nice couple's costume. But I have the bandana done, and I'm getting a sewing machine soon, which should mean that I'm going to try to make my own cosplay soon. Hopefully. We'll see how far that gets. But one final thing I really want to talk about. Something absolutely just crazy, if you can hear this. This app, this game. I will admit now, I am total trash. I have started playing Mystic Messenger, and it's not your standard Otome game. And if you don't know what an Otome game is, it's pretty much a dating simulation game. I know Alice in the Country of Hearts is one, and I've been meaning to get an English translation of that. So if you know where I can obtain that, go for it. Please let me know. But pretty much with Mystic Messenger, free app. 100% free. Well, microtransactions for hourglasses, so you can see the kind of, they're just microtransactions. But pretty much you go through the story and you end up, I'm not going to spoil anything. You're in this organization and you go through the days. But after you get to the 5th day, it branches off on 3 characters that you can date or interact with. And right now I am in the 8th day. And pretty much all the characters, there's 4 guys and 1 girl. And there's another guy and a girl, but, well, 2 more guys and a girl, but we're not going to talk about that. And they can message you, text you. If you can see, that's me. But they can all text you, they can call you, which is the biggest thing. And I have a missed call from one of my favorites on there, so I was a little sad about that. Even though I think I picked that one up. But they can call you, it's fully voiced, but it is in Korean. But it has like the subtitles, and I'll replay a call just a little bit for you to... Can you hear that? And I'm not going to spoil anything. But if you heard that, fully voiced in Korean for all characters and full English translation, everything is very smooth. And the microtransactions actually aren't necessary unless you want to be able to just constantly call them or flow through the story. Otherwise, each chat opens up each day. And all throughout the timeline of the day, every so many hours, a new chat will open up. And if you miss it, then if you don't participate in that chat by the time the next one opens, you have to spend hourglasses, which are the currency, in order to participate in it again. Otherwise, it counts as missed. But I heard that you don't get a bad ending on any of the characters unless you miss like over 50% of so many days. So I haven't gone below that yet. I've missed a couple of chats because some of them happened while I was asleep. I mean, I can't stay on this app 24/7 even though I practically do. But I didn't want to spoil too much about it, but it's really fun. I recommend it for anyone. I mean, it's just really interesting. It's a good time passer. It's just kind of weird when I'm standing in the middle of my education program showcase and my friend's like, hey, what are you doing? Because I had my phone up to my ear, kind of looking at it. And she was like, what are you doing? Who are you talking to? And I was like, some Korean guy. And we're talking about insert plot items here that I won't spoil. And she just kind of looked at me like, okay. And of course she was like, are you on that game again? Because she had come over the night before to work on some last minute projects and I had to tell her all about it, of course. But I highly recommend it. But yeah, that's the end of my first video. And I'm going to try to have this up on YouTube by tonight. And hopefully have a bunch more coming your way now that we have the softbox. And also, random little announcement, I probably should have put at the beginning. My softbox light, or our softbox light, well, the reason we ordered it wasn't just for videos. I plan on converting this clearly background with lovely posters, but there's another wall right behind you and it's pretty much blank, but I'm gonna try to get the little thing to mount paper and maybe I can start taking my own cosplay photos semi-professionally, edit them myself, and maybe even make some prints to start selling. And if I can do it in time for Christmas, definitely Christmas cards. So hopefully my first cosplay to take pictures on there will be my Princess Peach cosplay because it is coming in next week. I'm really excited. I'm gonna have to get my hair redone. You can see my roots. I'm not a natural blonde, clearly. And I don't really know too much about styling wigs. I've only worn a wig for maybe 1 or 2 cosplays. So I work with my own natural hair. That's what I've done for Rosalina, Harley, and everyone else. So what works for me. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Hey guys, Stella and I would really appreciate if you would give this video a like, comment, thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more videos, give suggestions of if you want me to review a costume or a game or an app or anything, just let me know and send me a message of any suggestions you have or comment. And we'll see you in the next one. Say bye.